The loom of the untraveled road lies ahead of us. Stay alert for any of Miramore's Daedra.
You got it?
Feels like my necropolis. A city of the dead.
These rotating books. Rotating and floating.
Taint of Miramore remains strong here.
Laranel's amulet can protect us both.
That will not be necessary. Ugh, look at that thing. Look at that thing.
The loom, even destroyed, is radiant power. To think Fargrave was once a part of Ithelia's realm.
Just all these zapping. Zaps going off everywhere.
The ripples in the matrices of Magicka are more chaotic than I expected. My portal opened farther from the loom than I hoped. Let us make our way to the loom. We can use the echo near there to see if any recent memories of Ithelia remain. The path to the loom is below us. I shall open a way down.
Yes, please. Through the portal. Portal to the loom of the untraveled road.
By the ancestors, look at this place. I remember when the walls of the necropolis were my entire world.
Tread carefully, Gadain. I prefer not to see any harm befall you.
I still have the amulet you gave to keep me safe. I couldn't bear to part with it.
I am glad it has been helpful, and that you still have it. More than I can say.
Yeah, don't go off that. I don't want to fall off that. Yeah, big old skeletons and everything. Nice and easy. Use the Echinea right there.
The loom of the untraveled road. Damaged beyond repair, but still impressive. Use the Echinea and see what memories remain.
There's nothing salvageable, my prince.
Nothing! Damn them! Very well. If I cannot restore Miramore, I will create a new realm upon the festering corpse of Apocrypha!
Apocrypha? Proxy, we must talk. The power Ithelia absorbed when you destroyed the loom. It has turned her into the very monster Hermaeus Mora foresaw. And now she plans to challenge him and take Apocrypha for herself. I fear we may not be able to change these spiraling fates.
Why does everyone keep saying Daedra can't change? Didn't we see Ithelia change?
Change does not come naturally to the Daedric princes. not like it does for mortals. That is why the one who knows sought you out. You are correct about the change. But that was the result of untold power, not a conscious effort.
But what about the Ithelias I met on the many paths? They were each different from each other.
The result of the way events played out in those other realities, I suspect. Daedric princes have no experience with the constant evolution and transformation of mortals. They are eternal, and have no point of reference for the transient.
Wasn't Ithelia different when she wandered West Weald? She was as powerless as a mortal.
She was confused, vulnerable. That much I grant you. That, however, is not the same as being mortal.
No, but she walked among mortals, experienced change in herself and her reflections. Can we use that?
An intriguing notion. She saw other versions of herself. Is there a way to get her to see that and attempt to change her own perspective? We must consult Scroote. This shall require all of our combined knowledge if such a possibility truly exists.
Then let's go talk to Scroote.
Scroote awaits us at Baragon's townhouse. Let us return there at once.
Come on, Ithelia. We can find the good one. Scroote? Right, there you are.
Everyone's back. Great. And I don't see anyone carrying anything that gets us closer to saving reality. I've been doing my best to keep morale up while you were gone. But even my usually cheerful mood is under assault. More and more of those tears in reality keep appearing. We're running out of time. Did you learn anything useful at the loom?
Ithelia's full of rage and power. She plans to conquer Apocrypha and make it her new realm.
Another assault on Apocrypha? The Great Eye still hasn't recovered from the last one. We already knew that Ithelia had transformed into the monster Hermaeus Mora warned us about. I don't suppose you and Laramil have come up with a way to stop her.
Ithelia has already changed once. Is there some way we could get her to change again?
Daedra don't change. Daedric princes especially. It's their nature. We're not like you mortals, constantly reflecting on possibilities and remaking yourselves over and over. She's a monster, and will always be a monster.
But Ithelia saw different reflections of herself when we traveled the many paths, Scroote.
Different reflections? You mean the versions of Ithelia that Laramil told me you encountered on the many paths? She also said that when you first encountered Ithelia, she looked mortal and was confused and weak. At least by Daedric standards.
What are you thinking, Scroote?
You're right. Ithelia has changed, and reflecting might just be the key. I read about a relic created by a mortal wizard, a mirror that revealed the innermost thoughts and dreams of the viewer. Laramil and I must consult some ancient texts.
And while you're doing that, what should I do?
Obviously, we're going to need something connected to Ithelia. I spotted a primordial shattered titan in the ruins of Sciond while I was scouting instabilities. Retrieve a fragment from that ancient Daedra. We can use it to create the relic.
What can you tell me about the primordial shattered titan?
It's very old. Ancient, even. One of the first things the Prince of Paths ever created. And it's big. How it got to the ruins of Sciond, I have no idea. But it's there, and we can use it. Provided you can defeat it and bring back one of its shards.
Of course I
know
can.
those ruins. They're west of Skingrad.
Then let's not waste time. Let's go get this shard.
Agreed. We'll meet you there.
Alright. Let us go. This looks like it's the closest. To Sciond! Which is above.
Let's go fast!
Scroote has an idea to create a relic that might help Ithelia change. To create it, we need something tied to Ithelia. Scroot suggested I go to the ruins at Sayond and find the primordial shattered titan.
The ruins of Sayond lie within this cave. Let's proceed with caution.
How the hell do they get there quicker than me? Another Ayleid ruin? Westwood overflows with the damn things. Calantius. So says Calantius.
Scroot says the Titan is somewhere in these ruins. I'll accompany our comrade. Baragon, Curate Gadain, guard the entrance.
We'll make sure the path behind you remains clear.
On watch duty. So far, so good. A bunch of dead Shadborn. Half expecting something to swing out. Shattered shard.
Is that a reality tear? It looks as dangerous as Scroot described.
I was expecting something to come out. Oh, there it is. There it is. Avoid the searchlight. Primordial shattered titan ahead. Just bodies everywhere.
I hope Baragon doesn't get bored and decide to follow us. He really wanted to explore these ruins.
That's exactly what he's gonna do, right? The Shattered Titan.
That must be the Titan. Let's destroy it and gather a fragment.
Let's go. The hell? Oh, jeez. Total hop and puck.
We're in for it now.
Get shattered. Oh, and friends. They just keep splitting.
An excellent battle. Gather a fragment of the Titan and we can return to the others.
Friends, we need to get out of here.
tears are opening up throughout the ruins. We barely made it here to warn you.
I have the fragment. A fragment of the primordial shattered titan. It has a strong connection to Ithelia, the prince of many paths.
What's happened?
I warned you against interfering, mortal, but you refused to heed me. A reality tear? How fortuitous. Let this be the end of fate's chosen.
You cheeky punk! Gdain!
Curate Gdain! He's gone.
Mourn later. We must get this fragment back to the others.
That dirty punk?
Curate Gdain. He saved you from that reality tear. I didn't know him all that well, but he was clearly important to Laramil. And to you as well, I assume. I'm so sorry.
I didn't see any dust. We'll get him back.
Torvasard somehow directed that reality tear right toward you. If Curate Gdain hadn't leapt in the way... We won't let his sacrifice be in vain. Let's get that fragment to Laramil and Scroot.
Alright, let's go. We'll get him back, I'm sure. Sure of it. Laramil, oh, we gotta talk, we gotta tell her.
Maybe? Nothing like this has ever been attempted.
It has to work, Scroot. There are no other options. Ah, here comes our proxy. Where is Gdain? I see you and our allies have returned safely with a fragment of the Miramore Titan. But where is Curate Gdain?
Torvasard somehow pushed a reality tear toward me, but Gdain saved me. He fell into the tear.
No, that cannot be. He had my amulet, and you were there, and Baragon, and Tribuna Leia. There must be some mistake. Gdain. He cannot be gone. I am sorry, Proxy. I need a few moments to myself. Talk to Scroot. She shall tell you what we have planned.
Oh. It's alright, we'll get him back, I'm sure. 100% Scroot.
Mortals die. That's literally the meaning of the word. I'll never understand your transient emotions. Whatever. We all face non-existence if we don't do something about Ithelia and the reality tears. You secured the fragment?
I recovered a fragment of the primordial shattered titan.
Definitely part of an ancient Miramore Titan. It should serve nicely as the focal point of the ritual Laramil and I developed. As soon as she collects herself, Laramil will guide you through the process.
Laramil's grieving? Can't you tell me what to do, Scroot?
No. This is something that you and Laramil need to do together. Your fate's chosen, and she's a magic user who can see the threads of fate. I'm just a watchling with delusions of grandeur and a bad attitude. Laramil will help you. She has to.
If you say so, Scroot.
Scroot is correct. This falls to you and me, Proxy. Place the fragment in the center of the ritual circle. Excellent. Now place Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets around the fragment. Now, Proxy, join your power to mine, and we shall align the threads of fate with the ritual. It is done. We have created a mirror of truth.
It really worked? Huh. Maybe we do have a chance.
Come, Proxy. We must speak. Despite the loss of Curate Gdain, you recovered a fragment filled with the essence of Miramore. and we successfully created a new relic, the Mirror of Truth. A time to mourn shall come later, provided we stop Ithelia and reality survives.
Gedane would want us to finish this?
Yes, he most definitely would. I can see the threads of fate coalescing to a point. We near the end of this path and whatever awaits us. You have done well as fate's chosen. Take this reward and gather yourself. I shall do the same. Ithelia has become the threat that Hermaeus Mora foresaw, racing to Apocrypha to take the realm as her own. And with each passing moment, reality breaks down a little more. Time grows ever shorter, Proxy.
Are we finally ready to face Ithelia?
You restore the original relics used to capture and imprison Ithelia. And we created the Mirror of Truth to try to show her the monster she has become. All we need to do now is travel to Apocrypha and locate her.
Apocrypha's a pretty big place. How will we find her?
Apocrypha, like all Oblivion realms, is infinite. But we have the Skein of Secrets. I shall open a portal. Use the Skein once we cross into the realm and see if it can pinpoint Ithelia's location.
Alright, I'll go with you to Apocrypha and use the Skein of Secrets.
Gather the relics, Proxy. We shall have need of them.
Abolish her. And the Mirror of Truth?
I shall open a portal to Apocrypha. Once there, use the Skein and let us see if we can pick up Ithelia's trail.
I don't understand magic, and I know next to nothing about Daedra. But I do know war. This is war, comrade. And there's no one I'd rather face it with than you, Baragon, and Laramil. For whatever good it will do, my sword is yours.
Back to Oblivion? Well, in for an acorn, in for an oak. I'm with you, friend.
Come, Proxy. The portal to Apocrypha awaits us. And once on the other side, use the Skein and see if it can pinpoint Ithelia's true location. She and Torvasad have much to answer for.
They do indeed. Scroot?
Can you feel it? Reality itself is splitting at the seams. We need to hurry, mortal.
Is reality really in that much danger, Scroot?
Haven't you been paying attention? This is the very threat that Hermaeus Mora contracted you to help stop. You've accomplished a lot as Fate's Chosen, but Ithelia is still out there, loose and destroying reality one piece at a time.
Why is Ithelia doing that? If reality is destroyed, she will be too.
Oh, you've seen the state she's in. She doesn't even realize the effect she's having on existence. She's just so full of rage and anger. If we don't act, and by we I mean you, by the time she realizes what she's doing, it will be too late to stop it.
Then let's stop it.
Use the Skein and let us see if it can pick up Ithelia's trail.
Right there?
That path leads to the forbidden parts of the realm.
Another way to reach the Mythos, perhaps. Hermaeus Mora's private sanctum.
Reality tears here in Apocrypha. Go on ahead and I'll see if I can do anything to slow them down.
If we go through here, we should come out the other side. Over here. You stay right there. Central Orphic Depths.
The Skein leads us to that cave, Proxy.
The Whispered Path.
I have heard whispers of paths such as this. They can be found throughout Apocrypha. Press on, Proxy.
Hurry, mortals. Ithelia and her scion have breached my private sanctum. Enter the mythos and aid the one who knows.
The one who knows needs us, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora opened a portal to the mythos. We must hurry and reach his side. Who knows what damage Ithelia and Torvasad can cause at the core of Apocrypha?
Alright. Mythos.